Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about retail. As a few of you know, I've been working retail for the past 6 years now, and I've noticed lately that very often when someone asks me what my job is and I tell them it's retail, they're like, wow, like that sucks, like that job seems super boring, like your life must suck. And I'm like, okay, first of all, don't be so honest, and second of all, like, I guess I can see where you're coming from if you're someone that thinks retail is boring, because yeah, I guess as a customer, if I were to go into a store, I kind of just see the employees standing around not doing much, just waiting for someone to check out or ask a question or something. So I do see where you're coming from if you are someone that thinks retail is boring. But today, I wanted to share a story with you guys that I have experienced firsthand working retail. And my goal is that you will no longer think retail is boring, but you will actually think it's very interesting. So before I tell the story, just want to say if you are very serious about applying for a retail job, I would stop watching this video right now because this story will definitely change your mind. Okay, here we go. So this was 4 years ago. I was working at a clothing store up at the front by the registers, like ready to check people out whenever they were. And this little lady comes up to me, and she's probably like 50, and she's like small, quiet, like kind of like really small, like short. And I'm like, okay, still whatever, like this is normal. She's like, I'm just gonna buy one shirt. And she puts the shirt on the counter, and I was like, okay, your total is $804. And she's like, okay. And then I don't even know where this thing comes from. She throws this massive purse on the counter. This thing is like this big. Throws this thing on the counter, and I'm like, how is she even carrying this? So she throws this thing on the counter, she's digging through it, probably trying to find her wallet, cash, change, not sure. She's like digging through it. This thing is like a dumpster, guys. Things are flying out all over the place, like hitting me in the face, like papers, like receipts, pennies, cash. And I'm like, okay, what is she looking for? The next thing that happened was not what I was expecting. So she's digging through this thing. Things are flying out literally everywhere. And all of a sudden, a turd comes flying out of her purse. Okay, flying is an exaggeration. Hopping out of her purse. Hops onto the counter and is rolling towards me. And she's like, oh my God. And she like grabs all of this random stuff, grabs the turd, throws it in her purse, runs out of the store, runs to her car, and skirt, she like leaves the parking lot. And I was like, I didn't even know what to do. I was like, oh my gosh, what just happened? So I have a few questions, and I'm sure these questions are going through your head as well. One, why would you have a human turd? Oh yeah, sorry. This was a human turd, by the way. Human turd size. You know, yeah. Why would you have a human turd in your purse? Loose, not wrapped up? You know, in general, why would you have a human turd in your purse? And second, why would you bring it to the store? Okay, we're not going to get into that anymore, but I am just very confused and concerned about that situation. Still, today. This was 4 years ago. Still concerned about it. So that was something that me and my coworkers definitely talked about for months to follow. That was very non-boring. So I hope after watching this video and hearing this crazy story about retail, I hope that you guys no longer think that retail is a boring job, because though it can sometimes look boring, there are some things that happen to retail employees that that one story makes retail like the most interesting job I've ever had. Very surprising. So, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys no longer think retail is a boring job.